Hi everyone, welcome to this feedback session on Model 4.
Welcome.
In this week's discussion forum, our discussion was about what promising practices mean for your rural region, and some have said that it's about realistic practices that address specific needs and challenges, or in contrast, it could be about multifunctional practices that address multiple needs, or also about practices with successful outcomes. And some issues with the transferability of promising practices is regarding power structures, a lack of funding, and a focus of subsidization and policies towards non-sustainable practices. And we have given you case studies about new entrants, and we will be discussing the most relevant case studies in this presentation.
One of the case studies you highlighted was about farm collectives and networking in France. And as you can see, one of the pictures shows that these networks are quite extensive. You can see quite a lot of organizations who are contributing to these networks. Also, you can see that those organizations themselves are also networking with each other. And so it's quite a complex network. So you can say, yeah, it's only one single farm, but there's a whole network around it. And all those actions relating to these networks can support development of farm collectives in this case. Another case study we have, you have selected is the of Apulia new entrance in Italy. Apulia is in the far southeast of Italy, and here some young people of the area suggested, yes, we have to make it attractive again, start with new activities, new events like green nights, debates organized, training courses organized, also idea of we have to work on traditional seeds, collection of traditional plants, also some kind of recreational center, and also all kinds of collective activities like collective sewing, where all people and generations could meet.
Yeah. And another relevant case study was the Farm Start Network in the UK, which is about supporting new farmers to build their skill. And in this practice, it's about a collective of different stakeholders at different scales. So it's not only about local people, but it's also about the wider community, institutions, and also national involvement. And for the case studies in rural newcomers, we're going to be talking about the most relevant ones for your regions as well.
One of them was the Artistica farm, or it's an ecotourism farm, so organizing ecotourism in an area, in a rural area, where they renovated farmhouse, setting up a business, organized all kinds of art-related events, directed local residents, but also visitors from the city, which is a few hours away. Another project is close to the city of Lübeck, where after the Chernobyl disaster, they start to grow food differently, have an association, and they run one organic farm, but also a network of 30 organic farms are joined, and they are all kinds of doing nature conservation projects. They've developed environment education. They support all this institutionally. And also, they have all kinds of work they do. They are doing information, educational work towards children, for example. Also, integration and networking. They have organized also when you do certain farming outside the world market, but directed towards local markets in the city and the nearby suburb. Also, this guarantees, so the sale market, it's also related to the marketing of the products. Also, the networking are indicated, and also the government structures to make it democratic and making people having a say in what's happening.
And last but not least, we have the remote work in Ireland, which is about jobs that are not fixed to a certain location. And for remote work, not only technology is necessary, but other resources as well, such as the professional development and support of the people coming in, and also the social quality of the area that they'll be moving into, which talks about the quality of life, the type of community, and the groups and organizations that are in this region. And there's also a need for links with the political or organization networks that deals with funding, information, decision makers, and also the cultural conditions. So the local awareness, the remote career, and the visibility in this area.
Next week is our last module starts on strategy and access for rural regions.
And don't forget to join our live webinar. Look forward to seeing you there.
See you there. Bye bye.